You know, there was once a time when maps actually ended. People would look at a big piece of parchment and see drawings of mountains, rivers, and then just empty space, marked with strange notes like, "Here be dragons." The world felt smaller back then, and yet more mysterious. Nobody really knew what lay beyond the horizon, until a few brave souls decided to find out. That moment, when curiosity beat fear, was the beginning of something huge, the age of discovery. Let's rewind to the 1400s. Europe was waking up from the Middle Ages. Trade was booming, cities were growing, and spices from Asia were worth more than gold. But there was a problem. All those trade routes were controlled by other powers: the Ottoman Empire, Venice, and a few rich trading cities. So some explorers started asking, what if we could reach Asia by sailing another way? That question changed everything. In Portugal, Prince Henry, they called him the Navigator, started sending ships farther and farther down the coast of Africa. Every voyage added new lines and names to the maps. Then came Bartolomeu Dias. He reached the very tip of Africa and saw an ocean stretching endlessly beyond. A few years later, Vasco da Gama sailed all the way to India. That proved something huge. The oceans weren't barriers, they were pathways. And then, in 1492, a man from Genoa named Christopher Columbus had a wild idea. What if you could reach Asia by sailing west instead of east? He set out with 3 ships and a lot of courage, and ended up finding something no map had ever shown before: the Americas. He thought he'd reached Asia, but nope. He'd stumbled upon a whole new world, and that discovery flipped every old map upside down. The age of discovery was thrilling, but also dangerous. Storms, scurvy, hunger. Most expeditions lost ships and lives. Ferdinand Magellan tried to circle the entire globe, and though he didn't survive, his crew did, proving the Earth was round, vast, and connected. But here's the part we often forget. These explorers didn't discover empty lands. They met civilizations that had thrived for thousands of years: the Aztec, the Inca, the Maya, and those encounters changed the world forever, sometimes in ways that brought pain, conquest, and loss. Still, those journeys started something that had never happened before: global connection. For the first time, people, plants, animals, and ideas began to move between continents. Potatoes and corn from the Americas reached Europe. Horses and wheat sailed the other way. Spices from Asia crossed oceans. Gold and silver from the New World filled royal coffers. It wasn't just geography that changed. Humanity itself became interconnected. By the 1600s, most of the blank spaces on maps were gone. The "Here be dragons" were replaced by coastlines, names, and routes. But the human spirit didn't stop exploring. Once the world was mapped, we turned our curiosity upward, to science, to the sky, and eventually to space. Because the truth is, maps don't end where the world ends. They end where our imagination stops. The age of discovery didn't just chart oceans, it charted what it means to wonder. And that same spirit is what keeps us exploring today, from the deep sea to the stars above.